Hello, everyone. I am Hennither Bianca Gant of Career Image Solutions, and I wanted to share just a small snippet of one of our signature trainings that we offer to small and large teams within organizations that actually care about the people that they hire and want to retain. So, a lot of us have heard things about people-centric strategy, right? About making sure that you take care of your people. And I oftentimes hear a whole lot of things about caring about those that you work with. But in my years of consulting, in my years of working in HR, what I have recognized is that that is not necessarily true for most organizations. And I'm not saying that it's because that they don't want to do it. It could be for the reason that they're just so busy. Some people I've recognized have been promoted based off of technical competence, but they don't necessarily understand the aspect and the components of actually caring about people just because they've never really been trained to care about people. So again, I wanted to share some insights with you all today about what that would look like. All right. So, one of the things that I wanted to share with you all is a definition from SHRM. And SHRM says that people centric leadership is a leadership style that prioritizes, hear the key word, prioritizes employees as the most important aspect or asset rather within an organization. Prioritizing, meaning, yeah, we know you care about the people, but are they like the top three, right? Okay. Furthermore, the definition goes to say that this type of leadership style focuses on creating a supportive work environment by actively, okay, not just when something comes up, but actively considering the people's needs, fostering their development, and prioritizing their well-being, essentially putting people at the center of organizational strategies and decisions. It means that you recognize that the people that come to work for you are not just checking a box, that they have lives at home, they have different things that they must consider. And I have seen that when you treat the people that work for you as a human, that they feel better about the work that they do, thus they're able to produce better results. Now, for any of my naysayers in the room, don't get me wrong. I know that there are some selective few individuals that you just can't help them, right? You just can't help them. But I am talking about the majority. Most people want to be treated like people and not robots. That's what makes humans so unique. I know that we are in the world of AI right now and using lots of technology, but the reality is that we as humans are not going away. We are not going away. So consider people-centric leadership style. But one of the caveats I really want to pull out from this people-centric philosophy and what I've been teaching many of my hiring managers and HR professionals around the globe is to love the team that you have. And I know it's weird, right? Because when you talk about love, many of us associate it with this feeling, right? And we might use that word with our spouses, with our children, and those that we have intimate relationships with. But I'm here to tell you, you are with your colleagues more often than you are even with those that you are associated with by blood, right? You spend more time with those that you work with than sometimes even your children, okay? So it's time for us to reposition our thought processes and recognize that who we are is not compartmentalized by who we are at work, versus how we show up personally. Imagine a place where we're able to show up as our true selves. And again, I'm not talking about those folks that can't handle that, right? If you don't have character at home, we want you to have character at work. So maybe you need to be two different people, okay? But I'm talking about those that genuinely, authentically just desire to be the best version of themselves, regardless of whether they're at the grocery store or whether they're at work. And I'm telling you that as a hiring professional, I'm telling you that as an HR professional, I'm telling you that as a leader of people, that you have to do it with love. There's a quote that says, without love, you are a clanging cymbal. If you've ever been part of a band, I was part of a band, but I didn't play any instruments. I was part of a choir and we sang with the band, right? Full choral course, right? And one of the things I know is that if the instrumentalists that had the cymbals, if they were doing it at the wrong time, baby, nobody was hearing what we were saying. Okay. There was nobody paying attention to the wonderful songs that we were singing in the alto or soprano, right? Because the cymbal can just be so loud, but when done at the right time, oh, what majestic sounds it can protrude, right? So without love, you are a clanging cymbal. There are many hiring professionals, many leaders within organizations that are trying to drive home things, trying to be the task leader, and they're doing it without love. They're just like, get the work done, get the work done. The work will get done. But I guarantee you more than likely have a huge turnover issue and you have a huge morale issue. If you are being a task master without focusing on your people, and if you're not doing it with love. If you generally just don't have love in you, it's going to be hard for you to push that out on somebody. And I guarantee you that anything that you're saying out of your mouth, people may do it out of fear, but I'm telling you, you just sound like a loud clanging cymbal. So you got to do it with love. Here's what love looks like. Okay. Love is patient. Are you patient with the people that you work with? Love is kind. It doesn't envy, right? Shouldn't envy somebody else's gifts or talents or what they do, okay? It does not boast. It's not proud, okay? It does not dishonor others. Oh my gosh, that's one of my pet peeves in workplaces, when people just dishonor one another. It's not self-seeking, right? When we're talking about people-centric leadership, the people-centric philosophy within workplaces, it is not self-seeking. It's not easily angered. What would it look like for us to think the highest thoughts? When something bad happens, what would it look like for us to actually ask questions about the thing that went wrong versus going into accusation and blaming mode? You don't know what type of environment you are cultivating when you do that. What would it look like for you not to be so easily angered when people make a mistake? What would that look like? It keeps no records of wrongs. Again, thinking the highest thought about people. Love does not delight in evil, right? But it rejoices with truth. Have you ever been in a work environment where people are just petty and they just like want to get back? Oh, you did this to me, so I'm going to do that to you. It's just not, it's a toxic environment. And again, I guarantee you that you have high turnover and you have a huge morale problem if this is the organization that you work with. But again, even if this is it, there is hope. If you just decide to embrace loving your team. Love always protects. Okay. It doesn't expose people. It protects people. It always trusts, always hopes. Love perseveres. Love never fails. Okay. The reality is that love is not just a feeling. Love is not just something that you have the oohs and ahs about, right? Loving someone is an action. In my team, I actually tell them that I love them, right? And the love that I'm talking about is the action in which I decide to demonstrate as a leader because I decided to be people-centric. I hope this makes sense. And I hope that maybe something that I share with you can be now embodied in some of your leadership styles. Again, this is just a small snippet of this entire training curriculum. If you want more, check out the details below and feel free to reach out to us if your team is looking for a presenter, a trainer, a coach to come in and cultivate what optimal what optimal team performance might look like. So thank you all for watching. Until next time, don't forget to command your day.